Hello, learners! Welcome back. I am your teacher, May Ann, and for today's video, we're going to have a new lesson. Are you all excited? All right.
Without further ado, let's begin.
We will focus on Unit 4, Curriculum Transaction, Levels of Teaching and Models of Teaching. For today's session, we're going to explore new ideas, knowledge, information, and facts. All right. Before anything else, I will ask you first a question. This will serve as recapitalization. What is curriculum transaction again? All right, thank you for your response. Now, we will proceed to the levels of teaching.
Levels of teaching. Teacher teaches the subject based on the student's level, such as interest, ability, and etc., and other content of the subject. When delivering information based on the necessity of the content, he adapts some techniques. The first level of teaching is autonomous. This level of teaching is based on the educational philosophy, which believes that human beings are inherently active. The teacher should promote each student's heightened intuitive awareness of himself by creating an appropriate environment in which students can realize three basic human awareness, which are choosing agent, free agent, and responsible agent. The main responsibility of teacher is to awaken awareness, freedom, and responsibility in his students, but these qualities are not to be awakened on the cost of personal freedom of the student. Second, memory level. A layman may define memory simply as the capacity to reproduce what is learned. Psychologically, it is much more complex. Psychologists prefer the word remembering to memory. Remembering is an active process of mental search. Remembering refers to retention of what is learned and retrieving it when it is required for subsequent use. Remembering consists of three stages. They are learning or memorizing, or known as assimilation, retention or storing, and retrieving or gaining access to it or recall or recognition. In addition to that, memory is useful in everyone's life. What's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. Memory level of teaching learning means committing factual information to memory and nothing else. Understanding the level of teaching. The verb to understand conveys different meanings, as for example, to perceive the meaning of, grasp the idea, or to comprehend. We have this understanding as seeing relationship. The first category of the meaning of the verb to understand emphasizes the comprehension of meaning of something when it is taken out of that particular context. The fourth one is reflective level of teaching learning. It is at the highest in the hierarchical order of mental process of this problem solving. So reflective level of teaching learning involves the process of problem solving, a valuable contribution in the process of problem solving. A learning problem is not just an objective issue to be resolved. It must involve psychological tension in a learner.
Models of teaching. According to Well and Joyce, 1978, a model of teaching consists of guidelines for designing educational activities and environments. It specifies ways of teaching and learning that are intended to achieve certain kinds of goals. There are characteristics of a model of teaching. First, we have this scientific procedure. A model of teaching is not a haphazard combination of facts, but on the other hand, it is a systematic procedure to modify the behavior of learners. Second is specification of learning outcome. All models of teaching specify the learning outcomes in detail on observable students' performance. The third is specification of environment. This means that every model of teaching specifies in definite terms the environmental conditions under which a student's response be observed. The fourth one is criterion of performance. A model specifies the criteria of acceptable performance which is expected from the students. The fifth one or the last one is specification of the operations. All models of teaching specifies mechanisms that provide our students reaction and interaction within the environment.
Models consist of four elements. These are focus, syntax, social system, and support system.
That's all for today, learners. I hope you've learned something. Bye bye. See you next time.